So have you ever been tasked with the mundane job of entering into a web forum tons and tons of information, clicking submit, and just, maybe you have like a big list, or maybe at the end of the month you have to do some sort of a employee evaluation, but you've already got the information in a list, so you're just doing copy and paste or some sort of manual thing. Right? In this video, I'm going to show you how to automate that using Selenium and Python. And if this gets too technical, there's a link in the description where you can book in my calendar 15 or 30 minutes to help you troubleshoot these problems. So if you run into a problem, you can reach out to me and book a session with me for like $10 or $15 or something like that for half an hour. But hopefully, the information I'm about to give you will make it so that you don't need that. So let's get right into it, and I'll talk to you about how the code that I have here works. Make this a bit bigger. So what we're going to be doing here is we've got our Python program open, and the first thing we're doing is we're importing CSV. The CSV file in question is called people.csv, and it has all of the information about the people that we want to get a hold of. We are then going to use these three Python libraries called WebDriver, Buy, and Services. We then create our WebDriver, which is just setting the location of our Chrome driver, which is a different video I've gone into about how to just put one file in one location, and then you reference it here in this script. You create the driver by passing in that location information, and then you get the website. So I'm going to show you first and foremost how to get that website. You just click the play button, it runs this script, and we're going to input items in this form. This is just a form I found from the internet. The next part of it is our script will open up people.csv, and after it opens it up as CSV file, it creates the reader, csv.reader, and passes in that CSV file, and then it clicks the next button, or next, and then of the reader. That's just so that we don't have we don't enter in title, first name, just the header values. We want to skip the header values. Finally, we do for row in reader, so this is just a for loop that's going to loop through each one of these. And for diagnostic, what we do is we just print it out so that we know the variables there, everything's been captured properly. We're just going to print out the name, and we've already done that. When we hit the play button before, this is what came out: John A. Smith, Mr., names, Johns, etc., etc., etc. So let's begin filling out this form. Now that we have this full scaffolding set up, which is about 39 pieces of code, let's put in the first and the last name and see how that goes. How do we get the first and the last name? We right-click that text box next to first, we click inspect, we right-click it again, we click inspect again. Now we know that the input type is text, and this name here is first name. That's what we're very interested in. So what we're gonna want to do is type in first name. It doesn't have to be first name. It could just be first name 1 equals driver.get or driver.find element by equals by dot name, because remember it was name here. Name is first name. And then you want to pass in the value of, and I bet you can guess it even though you might not be a great programmer yet, but you will be soon, first name. So now we've accessed that web element. What do we want to do now to first name 1 is we want to do first name 1.send keys, and take a guess what keys we're going to send. We're going to send the first name variable, which corresponds to first name of John with a Z. There we go. First name of John with a Z. We're going to run this. And you can see right here on our screen, John Z has been populated. What are we going to do next? Now let's do the last name. Okay, name is last name. This is so easy, I don't even have to rewrite anything. I could just say, customize that a little bit to last name 1 lastname1.sendKeys. And instead of that, we can do this, right? Because we're sending a last name. We just change that to last name. Now we've just matched things up from here to here. Just for fun, we test it out. And there you go. John Smith, right in there. Now, how do we click the submit button? We want to submit this. How do we submit this? The double inspect button again. Input type equals submit, and value equals submit. So we're gonna do submit equals driver dot find element, driver dot find element, by equals by dot. Well, why is that all weird? Is that because of the break button? I think it was because the break was there. By equals by dot. What the heck is the... You know, we might have to do XPath here. And the XPath of this value is going to be... we have to find the XPath. We're just going to use an XPath finder tool, which is going to be this, and it's that input box. And let's hope this works. And we'll see if this submits. No, it didn't submit. You want to know why? Because we forgot a crucial part, which is submit dot click. Forgot to click it. But at least we found the it found the element properly. Yep, and there you go. It clicked it. Do you see that? Maybe I'll do it one more time. We'll put a time dot sleep, and we'll put 2 seconds in there just so that we can see, we can illustrate the clickings. So we've opened it here. John Smith has been inputted there, and then it clicks submit. And then you might say, well, how do I do the next one? Well, it's easy. We go back here, driver.get. And what do? We go back here. And and then we get rid of our break. And we may want to put another sleep in there just so that we don't like run over ourselves. And let's watch this beauty run. All right, John Smith has been put in. It submitted it. Jane Doe. It submitted it. Next one. David Jones. It submitted it. And there you go. Over and over and over again. So, my friends, if you have a long list of items and you want to enter them into some web forms or something like that, that's how you do it. If you want a tutorial, on how to do this, if you want some help, send me a calendar link invite in the bottom. Let me know. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.